Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? I don't ever want to do this again. I don't ever want to do this again. Don't put me in this misery. Don't put me in this pain. I'm not built for this. I'm not built for this. I'm able to watch other people do it. Don't put me in that situation. But are you not entertained? Everyone was waiting for this. Everyone was praying for this. Everyone was waiting for Real Madrid get knocked out. Real Madrid knocked out. Real Madrid. We're built different. You know this? You know this? My blood ain't red, bro. It's white. We bleed white. We bleed the Champions League. The Champions League. It's heritage, bro. It's heritage. You don't know it. You don't know how it feels like. You don't know how it's built like. It's Champions League, bro. 15. Once you get to 5, chat to me first. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The reason why this video came out delayed, I just had to go outside. Take a long, fresh air. I had to regroup. I had to reassess. I'm calm now. I'm calm. Let's talk about everything. I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about the first half. I want to talk about the second half. I want to talk about the first half of the extra time, the second half of the extra time. I want to talk about penalties. I want to talk about player performances. Because that's one person. There is one person talk about, because this person dropped arguably one of the worst performances I've seen in recent years. I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about player performances. I want to talk about one of the match. I want to talk about what happened with the penalty. I want to everything. I want to talk about everything. Before we take it further, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and of course, comment your own thoughts. So Real Madrid played with this lineup, and this lineup was interesting. This lineup was interesting. It was expected. Yeah, it was expected. Lukita, Chemeni, double pivot. I was quite surprised because I thought it would be Camavinga starting, but Camavinga has been quite disappointing over the past couple of months. And then of course Fede Valverde's back now, and then of course Rudiger's back after not missing the last game. Thibaut's back after missing the last game, and I said in my preview, and I said before the game started, I said the first 20 minutes, the first 25 minutes is massive. It's crucial. It's very, very important because Atleti, they play off the crowd. They play off the crowd, and the crowd was hostile. I could not even hear a single sound, but I could feel it. Them man played in Madrid. I'm living in Baghdad, and I could feel it. I could feel the hostility of the crowd. I could feel the atmosphere of the crowd. I could feel the crowd bouncing, jumping, and the key thing was try to survive 10-15 minutes. Try to maybe ignore the crowd. Try not to get into the crowd. Don't get baited into the crowd. And what? 1 second in, 2 seconds in, 3, 5, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds in, and we concede the first goal. So the game plan disappeared. The game plan disappeared within 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Everything that we wanted to do, everything that we were aiming to do, everything that we envisioned to do, 30 seconds, put it in the bin, put it in the bag, and put it in the mud. That's it. Now we had to regroup. Now we had to reassess. Now we had to re-strategize because our game plan, it disappeared within 30 seconds. Now what are we going to be doing? And luckily enough, Atleti had no business. Atleti had no mindset to keep attacking. Because if Atleti was smart, and if Atleti was very, very risk-taking, they would have attacked us to get the second goal. And trust me, we would have probably mentally disappeared, and they would have grabbed the second goal and the third goal, the same way Barcelona managed to do it, the same way Milan managed to do it. We are not mentally strong when it comes to these kind of situations away from home this season. So Atleti gave us basically, they said, you know what? We got our goal. We got what we wanted. We got a bit sooner than what we expected. Here you go. Take the ball, create something from it. And they gave us the ball in the first half. And what did we do with the ball? Nothing. Non-existent. Just useless. Just typical Real Madrid this season. Typical Real Madrid. It's not like we've got any ideas. And I think Simeone knew this. I think Simeone basically said, Real Madrid having the ball is not really a danger. It's not really a threat to us. We're more than happy to let them dictate. We're more than happy to let them have the ball. They'll just pass from one side to another side, pass it to Vini, back to Mendy, to the other side, Rodrigo, few dribbles, back, Jude drops deep, Mbappe drops deep, pass it back, lose the ball, win the ball, get a ball, one side, another side, slide, left, right, left, up, down, yeah, nothing. It's nothing. It's the same BS, same nonsense. Very predictable, very boring, very slow, no intensity. It's the same Real Madrid habits from this season, from last season, from the season before, every season. And how we do it is Simeone knew what to do. Simeone knew, all right, cool. My mistake that what I did last week was I gave the players a bit too much space. So this time around, I'm not going to give Rodrigo so much space. Ronaldo, Galan, get the hell out. Ronaldo, push on him. Gallagher, Samuelino, get the hell out. Gallagher, push on him. Double team Rodrigo because he's the danger man. Rodrigo, non-existent. Vinny, make sure you just give him the space, but make sure all the line is pretty much built with numbers and he can't go inside. Worked out to perfection. Mbappe, make sure just let him drop deep. It's not a danger to me. Let him drop deep. Make sure you just close the pockets and make sure you close the running lanes in terms of the ball going on top. They did it with perfection. That's why the first 40 minutes we rely on individual brilliance. We rely on the magic from Rodrigo, from Vini, from Mbappe, from Jude, but they weren't able to create magic because there was no magic ingredients. There was no magic spells. The magic disappeared. The magic ran out. And the second half, it was the same. The second half, it continued. The second half, it became worse. Atleti could have made it 2-0. And then out of nowhere, we get a chance. Camavinga comes on, and I think for me, that was the best substitution. And I think that was only, I'll get to the player performances later on. Camavinga comes on, wins the ball, which he did the whole game, wins the ball, passes it to Jude in an open space. Vinny and gives it to Jude. Jude, great pass, progressive pass to Mbappe. Now Mbappe running. Mbappe now in transition is one of the most dangerous players in the world. And they allowed him to be in that position, which is a mistake from Atleti. Mbappe now 1v2 defenders. And again, that is easy. That's cash money for Mbappe. He goes past he goes past Jimenez. He then tries to go past Longley. Longley drags him down. Penalty for Real Madrid within the first 60, 70 minutes. And a goal would have basically killed the whole crowd. It would have killed the whole crowd. Whole crowd would have collapsed. You would have silenced the whole crowd. Vini steps up. And when Carlo Ancelotti came out earlier this season and said, Vini is my main penalty taker. Like Real Madrid, we've got Mbappe, we've got Jude, but Vini is our main penalty taker. I came out and said, Vini, I don't want him as the penalty taker. I had Vini stands, I had Vini fanboys, fangirls telling me, well, Vini has never missed a penalty. Vini. Bro, that's one thing not missing a penalty, and that's not one thing about the degree and the placement and the ability to take a penalty. Vinny is not really an elite penalty taker. He scored penalties, but for me, I blame the goalkeepers for that. Some of the penalties that Vinny's taken this season, the goalkeeper should have done better with it. Let's be honest. The penalty it disappeared. Let's just say it disappeared. It went to Rosed. I grabbed it in Baghdad. My cousin Ali grabbed it. My cousin Ali in Baghdad managed to grab it, and right now it's a souvenir. Right now it's a souvenir in Baghdad. Dead serious. Then the whole crowd alive. Simeone got his life back. Simeone got his swagger, got his motivation. He managed to get the crowd into it. Atleti had a couple of chances. We survived. Extra time. Same thing. And I'm going to talk about the player performances because a lot of players, which I was hoping and expecting for them to live up, to maybe come into this massive game, nothing. Anyway, extra time. No really team wanted to take a risk, similar to what happened yesterday between Paris Saint-Germain and between Liverpool. No team was willing to take a risk because they were worried and concerned maybe a risk might be counter-attack on the other side. So they're more than happy just to recycle, take a back seat, be more than happy to take it to penalties. It went to penalties, and I was nervous. I was stressed. Both teams won penalties last year in the Champions League. Atleti beat Inter last season. We beat Man City last season. Ironically enough, Atleti beat Inter at home. We beat City away. So we both had experience. We step up. I think all the penalties that we took were good penalties, except for, of course, one person who his whole career and his time at Madrid has been living off the penalties against Atleti and against City, where he's made. This is why he's still in Madrid. This is literally why he still has got a career in Madrid. And he finally missed. Alhamdulillah, he missed, because that means next season I better not see him at Madrid. Anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about. The penalties that we took was great. Thibaut Courtois didn't have to do with anything. But then something happened. Julian falls down. Julian slips. It went in. VAR takes it. It rolls out. The reason why it rolls out, double touch. In terms of rules of the game, that's not a goal. That's not a goal. That's not a goal. That is not a goal, fam. In terms of the rules of the game, that's a right decision. Llorente misses a penalty. Alhamdulillah, he misses a penalty because karma. All the time that you made fun of Madrid, even though you came from Madrid, all the time you're trying to what? You're trying to showcase that you're big now, that you're a big man now, that you know you're a bigger player, or that Madrid or regret selling me. My brother, we don't regret nothing. We're happy that we sold you. Okay, wallah, you deserve it. You deserve more than I hate you. But Madrid goes through. And I'm happy we went through. I'm delighted with that we went through. I'm not happy with how we played. I'm not happy with the player performances. And speaking of player performances, I'll talk about every single player now. I'll talk about Thibaut Courtois. Thibaut Courtois, 9. He brought confidence. The corners where he managed to take it, collecting crosses for fun, taking pressure away when the crowd was really into it. Good saves at certain times, crucial saves at certain times against Julian, against Simeone, against the poor. Great, the crosses, calm and collected. Even sometimes there was a couple of times that you went long, which pissed me off because you've been doing it. But there's certain times you actually passed the short. You actually managed. You took control of it, and you managed to find your man in certain moments. I love you. I absolutely adore you, and I love you, and I love everything about you. Then we have Fede Valverde, and with Fede Valverde right back, you could barely see Gallagher, and I don't think the goal can be blamed on the first 30 seconds. Second half, he went as a midfielder. You could see his impact. That amount of tackles. That was one massive block he made on Julian Alvarez towards the end of the second half, which was massive. I mean, I've said so much about Fede, and Fede, I've said so much about him. Sensational, bro. Sensational. Raul, I love you. I absolutely love you. The tackles, the recoveries, the last-ditch tackles on 2 of them. This game, I said before the watch-along, I said before the game started, I said this game is going to tell me so much about you. It's going to tell me whether you're ready for this, whether you're ready for this challenge. Going away to Wanda is not easy, especially with the crowd going into it, especially what happened last time when the crowd abused you, especially what's going on, and you did it. You stepped up massively. Last-ditch tackles. You played against Julian. Julian was nothing to you. You played against Antoine. Antoine was nothing to you. What a performance. What an absolute performance from someone who's only been playing professional football for Real Madrid for only 5 months now. But it looks like he's been playing for 5 years. Rudiger, the person next to him, not healthy. He's not healthy. He's not fit. But he's given me 120 minutes. There was one tackle that he made in extra time within the first 2 minutes. It was a replicate of what happened at the start of the game. Start of the game, we conceded within 30 seconds. We could have conceded within 30 seconds of extra time before he made one of the best last-ditch interceptions. Amazing. His presence and at the defense was shown. He gave me security when I'm nowhere there, when I'm nowhere here. I feel safe when he's around me, when he's with me, when he's behind me, he's in front of me, he's on the side of me. I love him. And the penalty, he did it last season. He got lucky. Very fortunate. Oblak should have saved that. Very fortunate. But hey, it's Ramadan. He's fasting. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. The blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Give him an 8. Sometimes in life, we don't want to talk about certain man because I don't want to talk about certain man and get annoyed. And this video, I don't want to get annoyed about this video. I don't want to get annoyed and be annoyed and X, Y, let's move on. Tremendously disappointing. Disappointing, the careless passes, the careless positioning, shooting for no reason, the passing. I wasn't happy with his performance. Over the past couple of weeks, I think he's made a very good redemption and a very good comeback. This game, nah. But it's just one game. Not happy. Not happy at all. Not happy at all. Not happy at all. Not happy at all. Luka Modric, I didn't feel the need of starting him in this game. I did not feel the need of starting him, especially with the intensity that Atleti was going to give us, and especially with how the crowd was going to get into us. Starting Luka Modric in a game where he just played 90 minutes 3 days ago. So he's starting a 39-year-old back-to-back games, and you expect him to keep, and this time around, to basically maintain and have basically copy the same intensity as the Atleti players. Like Luka Modric's biggest liability over the past couple of years has been in transition, running in behind in terms of defensively. And today he got killed. And one thing that pisses me off, which we need to address, Luka Modric needs to stop taking corners. I don't care if he was good 10 years ago. I don't care if he gave us the greatest corner of Real Madrid history, the La Decima, to Sergio Ramos. He needs to stop taking corners. He is not good at corners anymore. Please, if he's on the pitch, don't give him the corners. On the right, on the left, I don't care where the corners are. Don't in swinger, out swinger, I don't care. Stop giving him corners. Fam. This brother, fam. No, 4 is too harsh, fam. I think you know what, I'll give it just 6.1. I think he was just above. Come on, bro. I did not see you. I did not see you. Besides maybe one little dribble that you made in the first half, I did not see anything of you. I did not see you present. And it's kind of concerning that the person that was brought on for you showed me more than yourself. Like when Brahim Diaz came on, Brahim Diaz was linking up. Brahim Diaz was creating. Brahim Diaz was linking up with Vasquez, with Fede, with Jude, with Mbappe. He was shooting, he was taking risk, he was defending. I saw more from Brahim Diaz in about 30 minutes, 20 minutes of full time, 30 minutes of the extra time than I saw from you the whole game. Like, come on, Ak. Like, that, it's not good enough. It's honestly speaking, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And speaking of not good enough, I'm not happy with you either. I'm not happy. I think the best thing that you did, I think defensively you were more than solid. Defensively, I think people understand how important you are defensively. I think what you bring defensively is better than anyone else. You are such a figure. You're such an important figure. The penalty was well taken as well. I loved, by the way, the moment where you shouted at Vinny. I loved that. I absolutely loved it because you showed anger. You showed frustration. You basically showed the same frustration the whole Madrid fan base felt towards him. So I love the fact that you expressed that. But on the pitch, though, you weren't any better. It's not like you were 10 times better than Vinny. Did you see what I just did there? 10 times better because Vinny. Anyway, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough going forward. Careless mistakes, careless passes. I expect better going forward in certain, especially in certain clutch moments. For that reason, I'm gonna give you a 6. I don't think the midfield was any. You know what? Give my man a 6, fam. The only person who deserves. You know what? Let me take him out and bring Camavinga on, because I wanna give a shout out to my man, because he changed the game for me. Camavinga. This is what I said. The positive of this game was Camavinga. Showed me something which I've been waiting for since end of last season. He got injured, and this season I saw a lot of Madrid fans get him out, sell him. No, why? For what? For what? You guys know his talent. You guys know what he can bring to the table, and this is what he can bring to the table. This is the best version of Kama. This is the version I want to see from Kama every single week, because this version of Kama is undisputed, undroppable, guaranteed starter for Real Madrid. One of the best midfielders in the world. This is the version I want to see every game. For that reason, bro, you changed the whole game for Madrid. You absolutely changed the whole game within just the moment that you came on. Defensively, you killed so many attacks. You destroyed so many attacks. You killed the momentum of the Atleti crowd, which I loved. Going forward, the passing, the switches. This is the version which I want to see every single week. You understand? Every single week. Comprende? Mbappe? Okay. I think he was our best attacker. Our most dangerous attacker. I love the fact that he took the penalty first. Built up the confidence. Gave us the momentum. I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to mention the bad things. I just want to be positive. Be positive. Be positive. Vinny Jr. The thing is, I love you. And the thing is, I really, really love you. And I feel... I don't wanna say what I wanna say. I don't wanna say what I wanna say. I don't wanna say what I wanna say. Because if I speak on Vinny, then I don't wanna say what I wanna say. I might leave that to another video completely, because this video so far has reached 22 minutes. If I speak about Vinny, I might be here for 35 minutes, for 40 minutes. I might save it for another video tomorrow or Friday. For tomorrow, I'm gonna say what I want to say to Vinny, because it's pathetic. But we won. I want to just move past, and tomorrow when I wake up, I can regroup. I can reassess, I can rewatch the game, and then I can talk about him. Because 7 wasn't good. And I'll talk about it. But the most important thing, we won. The most important thing, we're now through. And we now have a game against Arsenal. Arsenal, we'll see you guys. We've got a game against Arsenal, which we'll talk about on another day. But yeah, we won. Not good enough, but we won. Put down in the comments what you guys made of the game. And if you've got your own opinion about the player, who I'm talking about, put down what you think about in the comments. But I'm only going to take honest, objective. If you're a Madrid fan, I would love to hear your opinion, because Madrid fans, they are going to be honest. I can tell if you're a Barcelona fan by just what you're going to type. But if you want to be objective, and if you want to actually be real, I would love to see what you're going to say about him. Put in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow with a couple of videos.